Hello everyone, this is the teaser video for this coming Sunday, March 5th, I think. I am correct. Wait, hold on. I am correct, March 5th. Oh, that's right, because the dates match up the same as February. But anyway, so this is the teaser video for this coming Sunday, March 5th. And I just want you to think of the phrase, in conclusion. In conclusion. What does that mean to you? Because here's one of my pet peeves, and if you listen to this teaser video, you're going to hear my opening. I hate when someone says, in conclusion, and they go on and talk for another 10 or 15 minutes. Because then, obviously, it was not the conclusion. Because when I hear in conclusion, I start reaching for my coat, I stretch out my legs, I get ready to get up and go. So it always bothers me when someone says, in conclusion, and then they keep talking, and they keep talking. As a pastor, I think most of you will say my sermons are probably shorter than most you've heard. I try to be done within 15 to 20 minutes because there's really nothing I can talk for longer than that and not have already, if I can't make my point in 15 to 20 minutes, I need to stop. So we're going to actually look at a verse or a passage that talks about in conclusion. And it's actually one of my favorite books in the Bible. We're going to be looking at Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verses 9 through 14. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verses 9 through 14. This is actually the end of the book of Ecclesiastes. And it's basically a summary. Now, I love the book of Ecclesiastes, written by King Solomon, the wisest man ever on earth. His wisdom is dispelled. You know, he was the richest, he was the wisest, and even going through that, he said life was meaningless. So there's a lot of wisdom in what he has to say. And then you look at the in conclusion, and then he summarizes. And it's really, I think, I was actually, when I was studying this in my study Bible, this passage is actually called the conclusion of the matter. And I read and said, if you do not read the conclusion, you really can't understand the whole book of Ecclesiastes. So what does the book of Ecclesiastes mean to you? When you read this conclusion, what does the summary say to you? What does it how does it wrap it up? What things are you questioning about when you look at that? There's some interesting things in this closing. And again, I just love the way how King Solomon wraps it all up for us. And so that's what, the summary of Ecclesiastes, does that help you better understand the book at all? Have you read the whole book of Ecclesiastes? I use Ecclesiastes 3 quite a bit in my funerals. I wrap up the obituary in Ecclesiastes 3, which talks about there's a time and a season for all these different things. So it's a book I really like. I like the wisdom that's, I just did a sermon on Proverbs, and I talked about the fortune cookies and the little bit of wisdom that comes in each verse of Proverbs. Well, Ecclesiastes with King Solomon obviously is loaded with a lot of wisdom also. So that's what we're looking at. We're looking at the conclusion, the summary of Ecclesiastes is chapter 12, verses 9 through 14. I know the weather changing as much as it had. It's the beginning of March. People started getting colds and stuff. So be safe, take care, and hopefully I will see everyone on Sunday. Bye.